Because Gambia's President Adama Barrow on Sunday, 1st May 2022, called for an intensive agricultural production for local consumption, addressing the nation on the special occasion of the Muslim feast of Eid which marks the end of Ramadan. Mr. Barrow said it is time for the country to revisit its strategies and options for sustainable livelihoods by tapping on the available natural resources. Moses E. Mendy has more details of that in this report.
Back to the land and grow what you eat used to be the two most popular slogans of former President Yahya Jammeh when discussing agriculture. It has been 6 years since Mr. Jammeh, lost the election in 2016 and was forced into exile in Equatorial Guinea, but his two slogans still remain very much alive back home. Agricultural production has been the main economic activity in the country, but has declined throughout the 1990s as a result of several factors, such as poor rainfall and weak marketing infrastructure. As food commodity prices continue to increase, President Adama Barrow, like his predecessor, has echoed the need to minimize reliance on imported food commodities and identified farming as the way out.
So I call on all Gambians to engage in more sustainable strategies, including intensifying agriculture for local consumption. Out of necessity, we have to minimize our reliance on imported essential food commodities as much as we can. The surest way to achieve this is to get serious about farming.
The Gambia heavily relies on imported rice from the international market to cover its consumption need, and food prices are strongly affected by the exchange rate of dollars. According to Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO), soaring international food prices and low national production are leading to inflationary pressure on domestic food market. The United Nations Food Agency said agriculture accounts to 30% of the country's gross domestic product (GDP). President Barrow pointed that exploiting the available natural resources present numerous feasible opportunities to boost the country's economy and erode reliance on imported food commodities.
It is time we revisit our strategies and options to sustain livelihoods. We are blessed with natural resources. For example, we have the land, the sea, and a youthful population to exploit. This makes it feasible to tap the numerous opportunities that exist in agriculture, fisheries, and other enterprises to boost our economy. Instead of relying solely on external assistance, it is obligatory for us to take charge of our welfare and fend for ourselves.
The River Gambia is one of the major rivers in West Africa and is vital to the economy of the country. But constraints such as poor harvest, weak extension, ineffective research systems, and poor marketing infrastructure continue to hamper the development of the fisheries sector. However, the Gambia's freshwater zones are rich in crab and shrimp, thereby presenting a great potential in aquaculture. If only the government could transform the agricultural sector from subsistence farming to a commercial market enterprise, with commitment to productivity increase and competitiveness atop the priority list, then its food self-sufficiency objective can be attained. The Ministry of Agriculture has a mandate to develop and modernize agriculture. Incentives and support should be given to serious investors to operate in support of the government's effort to boost the economy. 70% of Africans depend on agriculture for livelihoods. The sector is critical to the economies of all African countries. Its growth is central to increasing prosperity, food security, industrialization, intra-African trade, and bolstering Africa's contribution to global trade. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Moses Mendy.